Down! Green team! Green team! Set! Hey!
Good morning, football fans, and welcome to 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Here we go, guys. We are rolling in this early football season. I'll tell you, we got ourselves good stuff recently. My gosh. The name of this show this morning is Oh Wow, the Rankings Will Change. Because don't forget, this is basically the tweener show, recapping college for the first half an hour all through the college rankings, and of course getting into the NFL preview this morning because, well, you know, we got to talk a little NFL. So great stuff yesterday, man. I'll tell you, we had some fun football yesterday. Did we not? I mean, come now. Let's go ahead and talk about some of this craziness. Yes, by the way, yesterday, high school football, the two games that we thought were going to be routes were, St. Francis Academy had a good game, but IMG Academy, total route. We knew it. Saturday games are done. High school done for this week. In the NJCAA, my goodness. I mean, New Mexico Military. Who would have thought, right? They would pull off such an upset. And oh yeah, number 1 Hutchinson, Iowa Western. Yeah, this is a rivalry confirmed. Amazing football game. Well, I definitely hope we see these two again somewhere down the line this season. It might even be in the national championship yet again. Also, in the 3C2A, I mean, hello, Fullerton stunned Saddleback, excuse me. Yeah, Riverside survives a shootout at College of the Canyons. This team is starting to frustrate me, but it's okay. Growing pains. And oh yeah, number 1 San Mateo, they stay perfect. They knock off their rivals, getting it done. Division 3. I mean, did we not have some great games there? Portland doing their thing. These guys will rebound really well. Some upsets that I couldn't even believe this week in Division 3. Division 2 football, Ferris State remaining strong. Grand Valley, we'll talk about those guys in a little bit. And oh yeah, Pittsburgh State, upset alert. Plenty more today, man. FCS football, we'll be getting into that. North Dakota State, South Dakota State, they remain strong. And in the FBS, well, let's just say Vandy and good old Georgia Tech were the story of yesterday. And where does Notre Dame go now? Also, full-on picks for the NFL coming your way. You are now tuned in live to 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We have ourselves a doozy of a show today, man. You know, the hour, short, sweet, but good. So we're going to have ourselves some fun. We're currently awaiting on our boy Teran Rodriguez to jump on in here. He's doing his work deal, but he'll be joining us in just a few moments to get on into these games. But man, we had ourselves some fun stuff. Like, for real, man, this was a crazy week of sports. So much to get into, so little time. We're going to take ourselves a quick break, give him a little bit of time. When we come back, guys, we are going to have ourselves some fun talking about the day that was yesterday and getting into the day that is today. Again, you are now tuned in live to 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. We'll be right back after this.
IE Sports Radio fans, this show is brought to you by Planet Jerky Premium Brisket Beef Jerky. Planet Jerky is the official jerky of the 2022 California League champion Lake Elsinore Storm, single-A affiliate of the San Diego Padres. This all-brisket jerky has gluten-free options, contains no MSG, no sodium nitrate, is low in sugar, and high in protein. Go to their website at planetjerky.net and follow them on Instagram at planetjerky. Planet Jerky, the jerky that's on a whole other planet.
Rise and shine. It's 4 a.m. The stars are still out. The sun is beneath the horizon, but it's time to punch in and go to work. The comfort of your warm-ups turns into the grinding out of your reps as the clinking and the clanking of the plates create a symphony of euphoria. There's no other feeling like it. Earn it, burn it, and take what's yours. IE Sports Radio has proudly partnered with Vital Apparel, a brand that not only fits great, but also promotes and donates to mental health research. Use our code IESR to get 15% off their comfortable and inspiring gym wear and help them on their amazing journey to support mental health. Go hard, take part in your iron therapy, and be strong. Because when your mental health is as strong as you are, there's no telling how far you'll go.
And welcome back to 3 and Out right here on iSports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. So again, it is Speedy Gonzalez for this first half an hour every week, but we're getting it, man. Getting through it, ladies and gentlemen. Our boy Teran Rodriguez has popped in, man, with the gloomy sky behind him. He's ready to roll. How you doing this morning, brother?
Doing good.
Awesome,
so let's
man.
do this thing. I'm excited for this, and yeah, let's hyperspeed, baby.
Oh, we're getting it, bro. Big ups to our boy Ricky, man. Ricky Keeler up in the chat. Appreciate you, brother. Happy week 2. It's week 2, 3, 4 right now for all kinds of different conferences and divisions throughout all of the leagues, man. So appreciate you, sir. Good sir. But for the NFL, definitely happy week 2. Oh my goodness, we're excited, man. We got ourselves some good stuff coming on up, ready to pick them in a little bit. But Teran, real fast, man, let's go ahead and jump on into a little quick recap of this week. In high school football, man, we had obviously the biggest upset we've seen in a very long time. Corona Centennial knocking off Notre Dame. I can't wait to talk about the FCS, as you can tell. Modern day, man. Again, we talked all about that this week. That is definitely the big picture. But yesterday, Teran, I mean, seriously, did we have any doubt in our minds? Yesterday, of course, we had, as we knew, St. Francis Academy. This was a good one. They got a nice win in Philly yesterday. A pretty close game, knocking off St. Joseph's Prep 34-26 on the road. But then the IMG Academy gets destroyed, Coronado 79-6. Any surprises there?
Nope. No surprises here. None by my means.
Yeah, I'm with you. These games were like 0. He's given the face, y'all. He's given the face. So moving on into the 3C2A, Teran, yesterday, man, there was some craziness that took place. I mean, a lot of it. Some fun stuff, actually. San Mateo, they stayed perfect. They knocked off Modesto 41-21 at home. Statement win for the defending champions at number 1. Butte handled San Francisco 34-14 on their homecoming. The Roadrunners keep it running. They just got it going, man. Top 3 spot for sure this week. These guys are on one. Riverside survives a freaking shootout, 57-54 on the road versus College of the Canyons. This is a wild game. Tigers are still up there somewhere after that horrible fall they took last week, but I don't know, man. They look human right now, so they need to get it together. Fullerton stunned Saddleback 37-22 at home. The Hornets climbed fast after knocking off the top 10 rival. I mean, it's some fun stuff yesterday, man. Obviously, we had Ventura over Bakersfield, 35-28. Southwestern just destroys Long Beach, 38-14. So I guess some big stuff here. Fresno City took down American River, 42-28 on the road. Dude, I mean, yesterday was crazy. The rankings are going to be nuts. Any thoughts on those games?
Saddleback getting stunned by Fullerton was the big stunner right there. I think it's safe to say Fullerton's back.
They are, because it's been about 10 years since we've seen these guys relevant. I mean, I remember playing them and they were on their up and up, man. So these guys are on one right now. Congratulations on those teams, man. Great stuff in the 3C2A. I just got to say, Riverside, the new era is going to get some growing pains in it. It is. So I'm not angry. It's going to be a little hard seeing them play some closer games versus some opponents they should win. You know what I mean? Like by a lot. So, okay. NJCAA action. Teran, what's up, bro? I see the head moving. I see the excitement because guess what? Number 1 and number 2 was the game we thought it would be. Hutchinson, man. Hutch defeats Iowa Western 30-27 at home. It was a freaking great game. Number 1 versus number 2 lived up to the hype, but the Blue Dragons hold on, man, in a nail biter defeating Iowa Western. Teran, are we going to see these guys again in the national championship?
Yeah, that was a very fun game. Might be time for that game to start getting the national television or being nationally televised because
Please.
it just seems to get better and better every single matchup.
Please. Can we do that? Please. I mean, this needs to be on air. That was a great football game, better than some of the crap we saw from Division I yesterday. So really good stuff there. But yeah, and then also, man, another one was crazy. New Mexico Military, unranked, knocked off Kilgore, dude. They were ranked 36-22. Do you think Kilgore falls off and New Mexico Military jumps in, or do you think there's a little too much there?
Yeah, I think New Mexico Military jumps in and Kilgore falls off, if not gets close to falling off. But yeah, I think that was a great win by New Mexico Military.
Dude, these guys earned it, man. They were the champions a couple years back. I don't know. I think they deserve to be in that top 15 right now. So there we go. Okay, let's go ahead and move it on now. Like I said, we're hyperspeed in the morning through some of these big games from yesterday. Division III football. Teran, let's do it, bro. How about this one, man? Lacrosse. Wisconsin Lacrosse knocks off CMU, man. They get this thing done. Carnegie Mellon. Oh, it was a ranked-on-ranked game. Defense was clicking. Offense was clicking for both for Lacrosse, man. They got it done 38-14. What a game. What a good job by these guys, man. With Lacrosse, we knew was going to be pretty solid. The John game, Teran, the John Bowl, if you will. It looks like Johns Hopkins was the stronger of the two, knocking off John Carroll 27-13. They handled them at home, dude. John Carroll got it done at home. OAC battle goes in. I honestly think this was probably the best game of yesterday. What are your thoughts on it?
I thought we just had a lot of great games yesterday. The John Bowl was amazing. Lacrosse winning was absolutely impressive. I just thought that there were just so many great games and great results.
There were Mount Union knocking off Grove City 49-14. Mount Union flexes, man, after getting that big win after from Grove City, man. So these guys did it really, really well. And of course, number 1 North Central. They took on Oshkosh. We thought it might be a little close, but I thought it would. Teran, you called it, dude. 45-14. North Central said, "Hey, fool, we're the champions." The defending champs dominate Oshkosh. It wasn't even close. And then we'll move forward to a couple other ones, man. Central defeated Randolph-Macon in a huge upset, man. Unranked Central 10-0. All defense, 0 offense, really, from both teams. Big game there for those guys. And really, that was it for the ranked-on-ranked games. But how about that, man? Central, these guys freaking got it done, knocking off Randolph-Macon. Oh,
Sorry.
we lost him.
Another great game. Sorry about that. Accidentally clicked my mic mute, but yeah, it was another great game. A lot of great matchups. That 10-0 result was also pretty good. Just goes to show that sometimes you just need enough. And I hope reporters weren't too nitpicky with that matchup in terms of the offense, as opposed to like a certain other matchup we might get into a little later.
Yeah, that's for dang sure, man. Going in Division II, this was a pretty fun week, if you will. Some great games, but Minnesota Duluth knocks off number 3 Minnesota State. Wow, Huge game at home, dude. 17-14 at home. What a game. Minnesota Duluth. That had to be the biggest upset yesterday. Number 16, Pittsburgh State. We talked about it, bro. We talked about it. Number 16, Pittsburgh State knocks off number 5, Grand Valley State. What a freaking game. This is all 17-14 game. Huge there. We had Edward Waters knocking off number 15, Virginia Union. We had unranked Pembroke defeating number 19 Delta State. Remember we talked about Indianapolis yesterday? They freaking did it, dude. Number 25 Indianapolis defeated number 20 Ashland. I don't know why I felt like that could be an upset, and they did. I mean, just crazy. But there were some games that were like, okay, we knew it. Ferris State, they won, but dude, they're looking like RCC right now, man. Ferris State survives versus Tiffin. Unranked Tiffin gives Ferris State the battle of their season so far, 41-34. Yeah, Ferris escapes Tiffin. Harding dominated Southwestern Oklahoma 55-0. But really, a couple other close calls. Augustana actually only won by 1 point. Number 11, Augustana versus unranked Mary 21-20. So, dude, what was in the water in D2 yesterday?
Oh, my God. I can't even tell you. It was just an amazing day for NCAA Division II football. Just absolutely outstanding. Just wow. All those upsets, just incredible. Especially the Minnesota upset. Like, just insane.
Yeah, Minnesota Duluth, they pulled it off, dude. This was a very, very solid game. Moving on into the NAIA, man. This was we had the Montana battle, and as you said, you picked it, dude. Montana Tech knocking off Rocky Mountain 34-23 at home. Fun
Actually,
game
I picked Rocky
there.
Mountain. Don't
You
give me
did
too
pick
much
Rocky
credit.
Mountain. You
Yeah,
did. I'm
so,
sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
What do you think about that, Teran? Did they let you down?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of tough to really pick that, but I kind of just went off by years past of Rocky Mountain. Normally, they're the ones pulling off the upset, but Montana Tech said, not today.
That's for dang sure, man. But other than that, man, all's well that ends well in the NAIA for yesterday. Really, not a lot. The teams that should have won did. I mean, you had, let's see here. There was Grandview defeating Missouri Baptist 49-17, as we thought they would. Wisconsin Whitewater, hey, dude, this is Division III. They said, what's up to the NAIA team, dude? They destroyed St. Xavier 37-0 on the road. That's just how good the Warhawks are. I mean, yeah, solid team. Benedictine would bounce back, defeating Graceland 52-29 at home. Huge game there. So, I mean, at the end of the day, dude, Kaiser defeated Bethel 7-0, number 2 in the country right now, in a very, very defensive game there. So, again, all's well that ends well for the ranked teams in the NAIA this week, dude. Nothing crazy, nothing we saw huge upsets or anything like that, but it doesn't mean that it won't be coming up soon, because the NAIA can be very unpredictable sometimes. But at least, again, this week, again, all's well that ends well for the ranked teams. So moving forward to the FCS, I mean, cupcakes are still around, and it's going to keep on happening. But the big games, if you will, North Dakota State remains solidified, man, at number 1. Big wins and consistency. They do their thing. South Dakota State also holding strong at number 2. They defeated Drake. Tarleton State, man, stays in the top 3. They're so good. They defeated Central Arkansas yesterday. Montana State needed the San Diego game, and they got it. Of course, they win in convincing fashion, getting that thing done. So Montana and UND, also Rhode Island and HC, they had a great game. But really, there's not going to be a lot of fluctuation, I think, this week. Like I said, we had North Dakota State defeating SEMO 41-14. South Dakota State defeating Drake 37-21. Tarleton State defeating Central Arkansas 56-10. Montana State defeating San Diego 41-7. Montana defeated North Dakota in a really close game there, 24-23. That was actually the closest game yesterday of the FCS. But really, man, again, not a lot of moving here. The teams that should have won did, even if it was by the thinnest of margins.
Yeah, without a doubt. I think the FCS is saving their upsets for the near future. Don't worry. I think we're going to get a lot more upsets as the season progresses. So For FCS fans, don't worry. I think we're just getting started. I think the FCS is still getting their feet wet. I think they'll eventually overcome the shaky start, and we'll eventually see the true nature of FCS.
We definitely will, man. Next up, we have the FBS here. And, well, yesterday, Teran, was wow. Wow, 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 wow. Look, if I got to say it any other way, look, Ohio State, of course, they're going to defeat the Bobcats of Ohio, 37-9. Penn State, of course, they're going to defeat Villanova, 52-6. Okay, we knew it. Number 3, LSU in Florida, we thought would be a pretty good game, and it was. LSU won that thing 20-10. Florida kept fighting. The Tigers win a physical game. Great Sunday night football game there. But, Theron, we had Miami and USF go head-to-head. Okay, Miami got the better. Got a nice victory here over those guys. Your thoughts on Miami now?
I'm still not sold on them. They'll eventually get fraud checked. Just wait, everybody. Soon Miami will be off its high horse.
So, the question is there. Is the U back?
No.
No.
I can't do the U down, but you know.
I did it for you, Teran. Yeah, they're looking good, but still, okay. Title. Let's see. Georgia escapes, dude. They survive in Knoxville. Number 6 Georgia defeats number 15 Tennessee, 41-44. My gosh. Number 7 Texas actually had a solid. UTEP had a solid game versus Texas. For UTEP being a very, very low Division I school, I don't know. I think this should have been like a 60-70 something. Texas looked human versus UTEP for a while. I don't know. I guess putting it out there. 27-10. I don't know. But we will get to the fun one, man. Number 16 Texas A&M knocks off number 8 Notre Dame, 41-40. This was the game of the day, I guess, for most people. Aggies win in the last-minute road shootout. Teran, where does Notre Dame go from here?
They're going down. That was an instant classic, and it just goes to show. And I'm going to say this loud and clear: special teams matters.
Oh, they do, and they do well. That was crazy, man. So, okay, and then of course we had here the upsets of the day, if you will. Vanderbilt defeating number 11 South Carolina 31-7. Huge upsets. Commodore stunned the Gamecocks in Columbia. And Georgia Tech defeated number 12 Clemson 24-21. Yellow Jackets upset. They're capitalized on the turnover yesterday. It was amazing. They did an amazing job. So, which of those two are the bigger upset for you?
Georgia Tech beating Clemson. That's the big upset. I mean, South Carolina has an excuse just because South Carolina lost their quarterback, and once their quarterback went down with the concussion, it was pretty much all Vanderbilt. But I think Georgia Tech beating Clemson was huge. It just goes to show that Clemson Clemson is a little overhyped, but Georgia Tech, in my opinion, I think they're so underrated. Because remember, I think his name is Hines King. He is definitely great, and it's time to start putting Georgia Tech on the radar, and it's time to start ranking them. Absolutely insane win.
I agree. Huge stuff there. But again, the games that we thought Sooners would defeat Temple, they did. Number 14 Iowa State in Arkansas State was a little too close, but 24-16 there. They won that one. Ole Miss, man, they got it done, but barely over Arkansas. I mean, Alabama blew out Wisconsin, which we were probably thinking that would happen, but we thought it'd be funny if Wisconsin actually won that game, but they didn't. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know, Teran. There wasn't really much else. I mean, Auburn defeating South Alabama and Mizzou blowing out Louisiana. I don't know. I didn't really see much. Really, those were the games. And, of course, big ups to our USC Trojans after like a 55-year delay. Stupid Lightning. But yeah, good stuff there. I know, but hey, at least USC got it done. Disappointed though. Should have been a bigger game, better game, but whatever. Hey, at least they got it done, right?
Yeah, and I just got to say the defense shined for USC. I mean, the offense wasn't even that flashy, but the defense had a pick six. We got a thick six, big man thick pick six.
Yes, we did.
2 other interceptions on Ryan Brown of Purdue. And yeah, the weather delay did suck, but hey, USC was able to win one on the road. Their first win on East Coast time since 2012. And now they're 3-0. They returned back to the Coliseum to take on Michigan State, another battle of 2 undefeated teams. So it's looking good in Trojan land so far.
It's looking good, man. So, all right, Teran, we're going to take ourselves a break, man. When we come back, we're coming back to the NFL, getting our picks, and then we're getting out here, and we'll see you guys later on today. So, with that said, you are now tuned in to 3 and Out right here on iSports Radio, your direct feed for all that are sports. Be right back after this.
For the last 10 years, IE Sports Radio has been bringing you amazing content ranging from interviewing legendary athletes, coaches, and other authorized media personnel to building tailor-made shows dedicated to all major sports cities around the country. Make sure to follow us at IE Sports Radio on X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube to keep up with the latest in sports and with all of our shows. Also, make sure to check out our daily updated website at iesportsradio.com. At iesportsradio.com, you can see our daily show schedule and check out all of our show pages with personal bios to learn a little bit more about each of our awesome hosts. In addition to our show pages, you can catch the iSports Radio blog, Hall of Fame, Fans of the Month page, and our merchandise shop including t-shirts, tank tops, caps, long sleeves, hoodies, and more. For now over a decade here at IE Sports Radio, we've continued to be by the fans, for the fans, and we thank you all for your support and for making IE Sports Radio your direct feed for all that is sports.
Everybody, this is Teran Rodriguez. Are you a fan of volleyball? Are you a fan of Thunderous Spikes? Then I have the show for you, Set Point, where I cover NCAA men's and women's volleyball, high school boys and girls volleyball, beach volleyball, and even professional volleyball. Catch the action every week here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
Welcome back to 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. You can catch that man over there talking all things volleyball Monday evenings because he just does it so dang well. Appreciate you, brother, for joining me, man. Now let's go ahead and roll on into this. Like I said, this is our Speedy Gonzalez version of 3 and Out. Getting it, man. We just covered everything, the big upsets, the big games from yesterday in college, and now we're rolling into NFL Week 2. You ready for some NFL football pick'em, Teran?
Oh, yeah. And also, I guess it's worth noting that I'll probably do Set Point a little earlier tomorrow just because there's a little something that might that I'm probably going to be reserving for, but we shall see.
You and me got some business to take care of tomorrow, dude. That's all there is to it. Later on today, I expect you to be in Charger gear, and you already know I'll be repping that black and silver for tonight's show because we got ourselves a little battle tomorrow on Monday Night Football. But before we get there, Teran, let's go ahead and make a pick, dude. Let's make our picks for Week 2 of the NFL so far and get it going, man. You ready for this?
I was born ready. Let's do it.
Let's do it, bro. All right. Today, man, we're going to pick only up to Sunday. We're not going to pick Sunday Night Football. That's going to be for tomorrow, Sunday night and Monday night. So we're just going up to the games for later on today. But all right, for throughout the day. So number one game we got on the docket today. Just kidding. But first game up, 1-0 Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the 1-0 Bengals. Last week, the Bengals had such a nice such a nice win, did they? And so did the Jaguars. Cupcake games. Now they're off, and they're gonna play each other. I don't know. Your thoughts?
This one's tough to predict. But you know what? I'm gonna go with the Bengals for this one. I think Cincy will inch this one out. So I think Joe Burrow outduels Trevor Lawrence.
No, I agree. I really do agree. I think this is going to be a.
Wait! I forgot to mention that this is a nice little matchup between two quarterbacks who met in the national championship in 2020, or was it 21? 2021.
They did. They actually did. Look at
Yeah,
that.
it was Clemson, Lawrence and Clemson, and Burrow and LSU.
Oh man, that's right. Well, now they get to meet with both their sucky NFL teams. Isn't that great?
Yeah, and it's interesting that Ed Ogeron isn't at LSU, and Dabo Swinney still is. But I digress on that.
Isn't it great? So yeah, I gotta go. As much as I don't know, this is a close one, I guess. But I'll go Bengals. The Jaguars are still the Bengals are just a little bit better than the Jags. Nice little cat fight here. But yeah, I gotta go with the Go Tigers because that's the Tigers of the NFL, right? So
Go Tigers.
The Bengals. So there you go. All right. Next up, Giants. The 0-1 Giants versus the 0-1 Cowboys. Wow, that's a sucky game if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, honestly, Cowboys will win this one. Dak never loses to the New York Giants. If the Cowboys lose this one, I think it's over for them. Even though it's only week 2.
Yeah, there's no way the Cowboys lose. The Giants are horrible. Let's just be real. The Giants are a terrible football team. These guys, watching them is like watching the Raiders just wearing blue. I mean, I don't see anything here exciting for this team. I feel so bad for them. It's going to get worse before it gets better. They suck so bad. But all right, so yeah, we're going Cowboys this one. Next up, we have the 0-1 Chicago Bears and the 0-1 Detroit Lions. What you think?
This is the Ben Johnson revenge game as he makes his return to Detroit after he was their offensive coordinator last year or the past few years. That said, I got Detroit winning. I think the Lions will. They cannot afford to start 0-2, and I think we'll get a Jared Goff bounce back game and a better defensive performance from Detroit.
Yeah, look, Detroit. I don't know. Detroit last week just didn't look like themselves, but then again, the Packers didn't look like themselves either. They look great.
Packers look good though.
They did. The Packers didn't look anything like what they usually do. They didn't look like a team that's almost there but not quite. No, they look like a team that's absolutely there now. So they look strong. And last week, Detroit just had no answer, dude. I mean, that's just all it was, But today they bounced back. They have to get this win, and they will because the Bears. I don't know, dude. The Bears. They were fool's gold in that first half last week. Then they showed who they really were against the Vikings on Monday Night Football. So, I don't know. Next up, we have the 1-0 Rams taking on the 0-1 Titans. Teran, is this one even a question?
I mean, if Campbell's receivers could actually catch, then they might have beaten Denver last week. But honestly, I got to go with the Rams winning this one. They looked impressive last week against Houston. I think they're going to do so again. Expect another great defensive performance from that young Rams defense.
Do Cam Ward's receivers actually catch today?
Nope. They will get
shut
shut down and turned into burnt toast.
That should be our other one, Teran. Is the U back and will Cam Ward's receivers actually catch today? We should do that. That'd be fun, So, all right. Next up, I got Rams all day in that game. The 0-1 Patriots taking on the 0-1 Dolphins. Wow, another suck fest.
Can both teams lose? I'm just kidding. I'll pick the Dolphins, but if they lose this one, it's over for them. Like, it can't get much worse than losing to the Patriots. And that's all with all due respect to New England. But I was disappointed in New England last week. I was just very disappointed in the Dolphins, but I think the Dolphins have some assembly of an offense. So give me the Fins and probably an ugly one.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't know. After seeing the Patriots last week, they look terrible. I mean, I'm not dissing the Raiders, even though I love to diss the Raiders. Last week they just didn't look very good at all. The Patriots looked like a team that could not get out of their own damn way. And I think it's gonna be like that the entire time. I love Vrabel as a player. I think he was amazing. I'm not gonna say anything for him as a coach because I mean, hell, he got the job, right? He's coaching. But at the end of the day, I don't see this team very good. They're not very good. Drake May is not that great. I don't know what everybody sees in this guy. The defense is they're there, but then they're not. And I don't know, dude. This whole team looks like they're just looks like they're just there for work on a Sunday. Like, does it look like that to you? Like,
I feel that's kind of the case, but it sometimes feels like they're there for work when it comes to Chipotle or not Chipotle, Chick-fil-A on a Sunday. Yeah, they just never show up.
They're just not there. Yeah, dude. I love that the Patriots are on the Chick-fil-A schedule. hey, if they have a Thursday night game though, or Monday night, they might actually work. I'm just saying.
Or the rare Saturday night.
Or the rare, which is way later in the season, so we shall see. So, all right, Jared. Moving forward, dude, we got some more games to pick. The 1-0 San Francisco 49ers that barely escaped the Seahawks last week are taking on the 0-1 Saints.
Man, this one's so tough to predict just because Mac Jones is actually starting. Brock Purdy's out for a little while. George Kittle's also on IR. That being said, I got the Niners winning. Let's be honest, the Saints stink. I mean, the fact that they were able to keep it close against Arizona is a miracle, but I got the Niners winning. It'll probably be an ugly fashion, but they're going to win with Mac Jones. They'll either win convincingly or they'll lose embarrassingly. No in between.
No, it's true. I don't know. This game for me is another. I don't know. The Niners are the Niners on defense. They're solid. Offensively, I'm not convinced. I just don't. I don't know. I'm still not convinced. I don't care. But he's doing the he's doing the sharp, the Shannon Sharp. Oh man. Yeah, this team is just not. I don't know, dude. Again, Niners are solid. They have what they need. They'll win today. But going forward, this is going to be a team to watch. The Saints are trash. I mean, I feel so bad for even saying that, but Rattler, I just don't see it, dude. This team, they're in cap hell still.
Kamara and Olave, they deserve a little better.
They do. This team is just, they suck. I'm sorry. Like, they're not. Saints right now. Saints football is in a tough place, man. You feel bad for these fans. You feel bad for pretty much everybody. That's love, the love in the Saints, man. But all right, moving forward, Teran, let's go. We have the 1-0 Buffalo Bills taking on the 0-1 Jets. There's reason to believe after last week, the Jets are actually a team that will fight you. And okay, in their defense, dude, the Jets they've kind of been that team. That defense has been rock solid for years. The offense is like so hit or miss. It's hard for me because I want to say the Jets are like, becoming a for real team. But dude, sometimes I can't say that. Like, I guess, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. What do you think about this game?
Well, Josh Allen sometimes struggles at MetLife Field, but I don't think that. I think Buffalo's going to win this one. It may be a little uglier, but honestly, I think the Bills will pull it out. I'm surprised they were able to pull out that miracle against Baltimore, but I don't trust the Jets.
Yeah, I don't either. The Jets, the Jets, that team, like, again, it's like being a Raider fan. They're gonna destroy you at some way or another. They're gonna make you. They're gonna ruin your day. I just don't see it, man. I don't see the Bills losing this game. But if the Jets happen to win this thing, do you think that we start putting some respect on their name, or do you think it was a fluke game?
Probably a fluky game, but if they win convincingly, maybe I'll consider it.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know. I would like it to be a fun game. But today, dude, I kind of feel like last week versus the Steelers, it was a good football game. They played well. It was solid. But when it comes down to it, dude, I personally, in my heart of hearts, feel that Pittsburgh just was a little off, and the Jets were just on. And that's kind of like one of those not on your best day and not on your best day on my worst day kind of thing. Did that seem like that to you last week?
Yeah.
That's kind of what it was. I mean, too bad, so sad. Next up, we have the 0-1 Seahawks who fought the Niners last week, or were the Niners just declining? I don't know. But we have the 0-1 Seahawks taking on the 1-0 Steelers. This is a fun one because Pittsburgh is favored by 3.5 points on this one. I don't know how you feel about that. The Seahawks are up and down. I feel like the Seahawks are good-ish, but not good at the same exact time. The Steelers, I think they're actually a solid football team. Rodgers is there. I think they just got to gel. This might be the day where they just take off and destroy, and do what they got to do. So I don't know. This is a iffy game for me. I'm really on the fence with picking somebody here.
I'll take the Steelers. I think their defense is going to bully the Seahawks offensive line and that defense, TJ Watt will make Sam Darnold make him see ghosts.
Well, yeah, I obviously I was leaning towards the Steelers too, but I don't know, man. Something here tells me the Seahawks can challenge, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm not sold on the Seahawks just yet, and the Steelers, I'm much more confident with those guys right now, so they should have a good season. They really should, but we'll see. Time will tell, right? So, all right, next up. We have the 0-1 Browns taking on the 0-1 Ravens. The Browns are the Browns. The Ravens last week completely just gave away the game to the Bills on a silver platter. Some say the Bills actually took it back. Others say the Ravens just fumbled it away. I don't know what to say for that one. But this game looks like a fun one in week 2.
I got the Ravens. There's no question about it. Ravens are going to be angry, and they're going to take down Cleveland. Cleveland doesn't even have a kicker, for goodness sake. So give me Baltimore all day, every day.
Yeah. Baltimore,
even though Joe Flacco is facing his former team.
He is. And poor Flacco. Just kidding. I don't know. The Browns are a lot like the Jets. It's just, even if they give you a good game here and there, they're destined to hurt you. I mean, I don't see this team being good at all this year again. No matter what they do, the Browns seem to just suck, and that's just what it is. So Browns definitely not looking good. I mean, Baltimore's favored by 11 points in this game. 11.5 points. So, yeah, Ravens will get that first win today. At least they should. All right, Darren. A few more games before we're out of here, man. We got the Broncos, the 1-0 Broncos taking on the 1-0 Colts. I love this game when they play because it's the horse fight. It's a horse battle. It's a horse race, if you will. The Broncos and Colts. I don't even know what to say. Both these teams looking good last week, but how much longer? Will they even look good at all in 3 weeks? I don't know. Your thoughts?
Look, the Colts had themselves a nice week 1 against Miami, but I think the Broncos defense is going to dominate. Give me Denver in a dirty and ugly one.
Denver in a dirty and ugly one. I like that one. Yeah, the Colts are a team that are destined to fall apart at some point in time.
It feels like these teams play every year, by the way. Sorry to cut you off.
No, it's true. It's true, right? Like, I feel like
just like the Jets
happening.
and the Broncos.
Yeah, no, it's true. I don't know, dude.
Darn third place schedules.
I know. I feel bad for the NFL too, because it's like, what do you guys do? Like, what do you do? In this case, like, okay. When I think of this game, I think of a few things. I think of horses. I'm just kidding. I think of
Peyton Manning.
I think of a Colts team that just doesn't have identity, that's trying so hard to find it, but just can't. And I think of a Broncos team that is so close to being really good, but just in such a tough division to where who knows if they'll actually ever achieve that full on, because the Raiders are on the up and up, the Chargers are really on the up and up, and the Chiefs are already there. But how long before they start falling, even though they're still good? See what I mean, Teran? Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
So how good will the Broncos actually ever be in this era?
Because Nick sucked last week.
Oh, dude, yes. And here's my thing, and I guess it's a good question for you, a really good question for you. The AFC West is looking pretty good. You know, I can diss the Raiders all I want to, but Teran, last week the Raiders actually looked like a football team. I can't believe it. I can't believe I'm even saying that. But the Raiders looked okay. You know, it was the Patriots. I'm not getting too excited here, but overall, you know what? They looked okay. But they could say the same thing. It was the Raiders, and they're not wrong. But when it comes down to it, this team is really getting better. They are. The Raiders are getting better. The Chargers, I told you already, man. I think the Chargers can go to the bowl this year if they really want it. This team, they got it. They're solid. They got the team to do it. They got the head coach to do it. They're solid. Even though they're on the decline just a little bit, at least in my opinion, the Chiefs are still the Chiefs. They're still good. They're still strong. So I don't know, dude. I mean, when it comes down to it, of these four teams, is it fair to say that if, well, this is kind of like a no-brainer, but if the other three weren't, we're in a stage where they're not so well, one of these teams would run the division. I mean, personally, but at the end of the day, all four of them are actually doing doing some good things. When it comes down to it, I mean, who do you see in? Well, sorry, man, but within 5 years, what do you see happening in the AFC West?
God, 5 years? Well, the Raiders will have a new quarterback. Mahomes will probably be in his 30s, as well as Herbert. Denver will either be pretty good or pretty bad. No in between. So that's pretty much my early assessment. And heaven knows, maybe we'll see a decline of the Chiefs, but we'll see. I can't. That's a really good question. What will these four teams be in 5 years? But that's all I can really give you. Chargers will either be really good or really bad. The Broncos will either be really good or really bad with a new QB, or they'll either stick with Knicks. The Raiders will not have Geno Smith, and then Mahomes will be getting close to age. Will be in his 30s and probably on the decline.
No, I agree. This is why it's a crazy question, because I mean, what's going to happen? I know Pete Carroll can't, he's not going to be coaching forever. The man is in his mid-70s, So I mean, right now the Raiders are trying to win now, but how can you win now? It's not that you can't. It's just you got to face these damn Chargers, who are really good. Again, the Chiefs are still the Chiefs until they're not the Chiefs no more, and the Broncos are actually on the up and up. So, dude, I'm just saying, I know we got stuck on that for a few minutes, but let's be real, man. The Broncos, all four of these teams, Broncos, Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders, this is why the AFC West is really fun to watch. And this happens in divisions every so often, where four teams are kind of on the up and up, and one or three are on the up and up, and one's kind of already there. I mean, I don't know, but anyway, should be a fun game. I'm going Broncos in this one, but regardless, we'll see what happens. Panthers and Cardinals. Panthers are 0-1. Cardinals are 1-0. What do you think?
Call me crazy. I'm going to take the Panthers for this one, just because the Panthers always find a way to beat the Cardinals, and they always give the Cardinals a tough time. So I'm going to be one of those weird oddball pickers, but I'm going to take Carolina. They're going to somehow, some way stun the Cardinals.
Okay, let's do it, man. Let's freaking do it. Okay, so there you have it. We're almost there. Are we there? There we go. Yeah, I don't know. That's hard for me. I'm gonna go Cards at home, but I don't know.
That's
we'll see what happens.
It's the safe pick, but
it's the safe pick. But wouldn't that be cool if they did it?
Yeah, that would be the wild. That'd probably be the surprise of the week for everyone else, but not for me.
Yeah, I'll take it. And then, of course, we have here the let's see, in our last few minutes here for this morning, Eagles and Chiefs Super Bowl rematch. 1-0 Eagles, 0-1 Chiefs. Does it get better for the Eagles and worse for the Chiefs, or does it actually tame down a notch for the Eagles and the Chiefs bounce back in week 2 strong?
Man, I would say this is must win for the Chiefs, but if they fall to 0-2, that's brutal for them. But I really hate to have to do this as a Chargers fan, but I gotta go Chiefs. I think Chiefs bounce back in Arrowhead, and I think that the Eagles they didn't really look overly impressive against the Cowboys, and I think the Chiefs they could have beaten the Chargers, but the Chargers just made the better plays and whatnot, and Justin Herbert was clutched up. So I'll take the Chiefs in a close one. This should be a great Super Bowl rematch, though.
I'll take that. It'll be good. I'm gonna go Eagles then. Screw it. That sounds like a fun game. I think.
Fair.
I don't know, man. It's fair. Chiefs look like they can really bounce back, and I don't not
Super
doubt
Bowl
that they will.
rematches do favor the recent Super Bowl winners, so I think that's a valid pick. But I just think that the Chiefs can buck that trend.
I think so too, as well, man. And then, of course, tonight, so we're not picking our Sunday night or Monday night. We have two of them tomorrow night. We'll be picking those later on today when we give our other show at 4:30 p.m. Pacific, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, our 45-minute show before Sunday Night Football. Really, it's like a 40-minute show. But so tonight, of course, we got Falcons and Vikings. We'll be talking about that, Sunday Night Football. And then, of course, tomorrow we got Bucks and Texans going head-to-head, as well as the Chargers and Raiders. Really excited for that one. But let's give a quick little recap of Thursday Night Football, dude. Packers 2-0. They dominate, even though it didn't look like it. If you watch the game, the Packers really did dominate the game. I guess with a close score, it seems. The Commanders 1-1 now. It wasn't a bad game for the Commanders. It was just a great game for the Packers, in my opinion. So, what are your thoughts, man? Packers right now 2-0. They're looking red hot. They got Micah Parsons. He's looking great. I mean, it's coming together for the Packers, man. What do you see right now, especially in a division where we really thought, right, before that trade got made, we were like, Packers going to be pretty good. The Vikings are going to be as good as JJ is, okay, and the Lions are going to be another, solid. Again, it's only week 1, so the Lions, I think, are still going to be good. The Vikings look pretty good. The Packers are now like on a different level, it seems, and the Bears are just, the Bears. So, what are your thoughts so far right now with the Packers and how this NFC North is going to look?
I think the Packers are looking really good, and honestly, they look like a very early Super Bowl contender. Washington, they lost a lot of key pieces, but in the game, I know also Green Bay lost Jalen Reed, but Washington, they just did not give enough time in the pocket for Jaden Daniels. So it sucks that the Commanders just laid a goose egg or laid an egg in general, but I think they'll be fine. I think it's just all a matter of just getting their offensive line healthy and looking to pick up the pieces following some of their injuries. And my biggest concern is, what are they going to do at running back? They got this guy named Bill, who I don't think is going to be the guy going forward at running back 1. So expect the Commanders to make some signings and trades and whatnot.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This is a hard go for everybody in the NFC North right now, because they know that the Packers are the real deal. And what do you do with the real deal? You know what I mean? This is fun. So with that said, Teran, let's close this sucker out, man. And they gotta get to work in a few moments here.
Yeah, I gotta dip out. But thanks, Larry.
You are good, dude. We're gonna roll on into our little outro here. But dude, thanks again. We will see you tonight for 3 and Out. You have a good Sunday, bro.
You too. See you later.
Peace.